Well, it starts with Antonio Brown last night. We left you yesterday saying we were anticipating going and watching Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel in the interview with Antonio Brown, where the big piece of information that you're going to read about and discuss today is that Brown and his attorney who's sitting with him claimed that Tampa Bay offered them $200,000, offered Brown $200,000 to basically go to the non-injury list, the non-football injury list for the remainder of this football year until the new league year would begin. He would be paid $200K to, as he put it in no certain way, keep his mouth shut on whatever was going on behind the scenes, which he claims is them hiding his injury and then forcing Toradol on him to play through the injury. And he's saying all this, and his attorney is sitting there, Chad, with Gumbel, confirming everything that Antonio is saying. And as I'm sitting there watching, I'm thinking, well, now we get to hear from Tampa Bay on this.
Yeah. I don't understand the motivation for hiding an injury. Like, if he's hurt and you ultimately put him on IR, that's a way to quiet him as well. He goes away if he's on IR.
Unless there's an injury guarantee.
Well, he's claiming that they're trying to force me to play when I physically can't, and all I'm doing is saying my ankle hurts too bad, I can't go in. And then when he says that, Bruce Arians is saying GTFO and get out of here if you're not going to play. And then, but there's obviously conflicting stories here. I thought Bryant Gumbel did a terrific job of bringing every contradiction to light with Antonio Brown and saying, hey, given your history, do you understand why people are skeptical that this is all playing out exactly the way that you said it? Oh, this is a flat-out lie that Bruce Arians said this, or that you said this back to him. Talked about not getting the ball enough at halftime, complaining about that, complaining about his bonus, that he wasn't going to get there because he wasn't getting the ball enough. Completely denied that. I thought he looked completely messed up in this interview. I'm no medical expert. I'm not going to comment on mental health situation. He didn't seem right in his right state of mind. I've seen Antonio Brown do interviews before where he looked a little bit more clear.
Yeah, I would say he had a glossy look to him.
He had a very intoxicated look to him. I don't know on what, but his laughter was weird. I don't know what he was looking at. Half the time on the screen, he was looking at something different than his attorney was, and he was laughing in the middle of questions from Gumbel. I mean, read into it as you will. I'm watching this thing, and it is so uncomfortable. And I am so uncomfortable for the attorney that's not having to. He's decided to do this. He's volunteered. But that's representing Antonio Brown in this and him trying to clean up what he's saying. It was very forced, awkward, uncomfortable. And I come away from this interview on Real Sports thinking, I don't buy a thing that this guy is saying. And the first time that I heard the story, I thought it sounds plausible. These are all believable accusations and things going on. And then I watch Antonio Brown say it and try to give everyone a recollection of what happened, and I find myself buying his story even less.
Mess up by me in that I didn't see it, so I'm relying on you guys. I'm not surprised by anything you're saying. How is somebody forced to take Toradol? I've been around the league for a good while. I've talked to guys about Toradol. If you choose to take it, you get in line.
Well, he didn't say that he was forced to take it. He was saying that they shot me up with Toradol twice, and that makes the effects harder to notice on the ankle.
Right. That's so exactly why you take it.
I wasn't feeling the pain, and then I'm realizing my ankle is really messed up.
As I'm watching it, Paul, I'm thinking there has to be some financial incentive for him to claim he was hurt, and Tampa saying that you're medically cleared. Like there has to be some type of injury guarantee or something that he would claim that Tampa didn't want to pay with, 2 weeks left in the regular season?
I mean, he's a veteran. His remainder of his contract is guaranteed at that point.
Well, not the bonuses. Again.
Not the bonus.
And that's what Schefter and Rappaport tweeted out that day after he walked out, was that week he had gone to them trying to get them to guarantee the bonus money that he was trying. He was very close to hauling in, a couple extra $100,000.
Right, but the bonuses are designed to protect the team from exactly this situation. A guy gets hurt, can't play, doesn't reach those incentives, doesn't earn that money. The team's protected from a guy missing games for injury. And the guy's incentive is to, it sounds silly, quote unquote, stay healthy so that you can be on the field to earn that incentive.
the contradictions. The biggest one to me was something that happened in the middle of the interview and then what happened at the end of the interview when he was asked about the bonus money and did the bonus play into this at all? Were you complaining about targets at halftime, that you weren't getting the ball enough? And I'm paraphrasing, but Antonio Brown said something like, I'm not worried about that money. I've played 12 years in the NFL. I got plenty of money. I don't need money. And then in the end, when just the possibility of a lawsuit comes up, Antonio Brown jumps in over his attorney and says, oh, we're suing them for all sorts of money, as much as we can get. That's what we're going to sue Tampa Bay for. And I'm thinking,
for defamation.
Weird that you don't need any money and the bonus money didn't play a factor at all. But the moment a whisper from Bryant Gumbel is put into the universe about a possible lawsuit, you jump all over that and said, we're going to get as much money as we can about defamation because they're putting out there my mental health, which my mental health is fine, and saying this and messing with mental health isn't right, and I'm going to go and try to get my money. I'm here to tell you, watching Antonio Brown, reading into his lifestyle and things that have been reported about him, the man needs money. He can play in the NFL as long as he wants. I
that's
guarantee
the motivating
you,
factor.
I guarantee you, though, he has not been wise with his money. And a big motivation with this is not just to get more money. It's because he needs the money.